It's Earth back with another video. Gonna be talking more serious about man organized crime. As the research come out, I'm getting to understanding that I'm not only being a target of man organized crime, locally speaking. It's a mess. It's not even worth mentioning because it's almost everyone's like 80% of men are involved. This organized crime took place in the United States. They they started life in Brazil. Then they created men organized crime, women real estate organized crime, and women move the people, human beings, by money flow, jobs, control, school bullying, and startups. They start as school bullying. Women separate men and teenagers by theories as well as Afrodescendants. They used me as base for most of their children and their teenagers. I don't want to start talking about names of the organized crime crew that created this entire mess. But basically, what man is doing, they are trying to connect men that are less fortunate on appearances. Most of men that are they consider themselves ugly, bald, all types of men with body issue. They need one person to aim. They need to aim one person in order to show off, to appear on TV, on medias, or even to walk in the street as a regular person. In order for these people to live a regular life as anyone else would live, they need to mock someone, they need to pick on someone, they need to bully someone like myself. What they did, they used Dutch Bank for this startup organized crime. There is an old friend of mine that is Dutch, and then media. They have an Asian computer programmer that he helped most of organized crime men to mock our image and our any opportunity of life of ours. When I mean ours, I mean people that are in almost the same situation as myself, separate from civilization, blocked from society, blocked from work, blocked from career, blocked from schools. Women and men organized crime, they place men crime, men gangs, little gangs and little tools on schools, on corners, on any type of business that any single man tries to attempt. Most of this Dutch organized crime, they are in banks, orange circles. They are now marrying Asian women because American women and blonde women, they will be like used on to feed Afro-descendants sex urge and prostitution, drugs, nightclubs, and all types of prostitution and nasty things that human beings need to produce and keep in order to keep criminals down and in their own places. Ghettos will increase their power using a danger Afro-descendants, which I don't know them. Actually, we kind of flow okay. We don't bug each other, but they are kind of dangerous. They tend to go out in the street and swing it at people. They tend to be on metros and regular public places to start problems so that they can either kick people's ass or even murder others. Never seen it, but that's what media shows. TV is corrupted, organized crime, government is corrupted, the police is corrupted. In my point of view, the police is hiding themselves. They're not making maintenance on each cities. Some of them blame the physicians, some of them blame the engineers, some of them blame the politicians. But the main thing is that each and every bubble is taking cash for themselves and selling drugs and doing organized crime along with the police, and they are aiming single individuals as guilt of past life organized crime and so on. There's a lot of organized crime between families, which is a fat man, white, tall man, usually looks like a sea lion, a fat woman that she's loud. She uses her children to yap at others, especially to start little noises, annoying noises, to make marks against others and single man's life, so that each day when they do those noises, we can get irritated and the stress builds up. We end up smoking, drinking, becoming stressed out and lose our health. That's their plans. Most of these people, they hide themselves as fake churches. They are loud. They have special benefits with supermarketings, drug stores, hospitals, and car credit. They make sure that not many people have credits, so that we all always walk and never get cars. They use past life American organized crime, especially Dutch, to as a stereotypes to destroy each individual's credit. Any person that has a good heart that would help us out usually get harassed or threatened, so that they stop doing God's business or stop helping less fortunate people like myself. Most of organized crime men, they are bald. They have connections or DNAs of Zulu tribes. He has the features of the Zulu tribes. He is now working on positioning himself as a police officer. I have a supposed friend in the United States. He did this. Most of them, they mocked and they boycotted my marriage so that they would get a blonde as a trophy for society and position themselves as policemen. All of them are involved with FedEx, organized crime, independent contractor, organized crime. It's a long story about FedEx organized crime, salesmen's organized crime. All of them are Dutch or blondes. They are expressing more racism and prejudice towards any other races. What else? They have a mass of ghettos, mass of specialized Afro-descendants. Some of them are sporties, are just doing sports to reach out success in life. Some of them are extremely rich. Some of them are billionaires. Some of them are millionaires. Some of them are just out there to get others and get as much goodies as they can and doing drugs and prostitution. Some of them are extremely special as with a great, beautiful heart. They are now also connecting my ex-wife and ex-girlfriends and all the clones that come with it to stalk me whenever I look at a woman, because Earth organized crime, they invented this supposed Fidelity Bank, which is Asian bank. Asians, they are now controlling all economies all over the world. They have this BS of coronavirus, which I doubt it. Unless I see them really burying people, I won't believe it, because they done this many times before. Before, back in 2012, they used to say many times that the world was going to end, so that people would go out and blow their credit cards, buying survival kits and jamming their houses with unused foods and everything else, then blow their credits and then end up becoming as accumulators. And those things only help corrupted police and corrupted governments to create new TV drama against small families and misfortune women that are separated from their husbands when they are conscious, unknown of the danger. There's a lot of women that they still believe in the government, they still believe in their police, they still believe in law, they still believe in all those things. They believe that they are nice and safe, but they are not. There's always some neighbor that watch your economy binary. There's always some stranger spy renting next door, monitoring your every move. They even have a mini series about that guy. They did Passion of Christ. He looks right inside anyone's houses through satellite. We have no idea how these people do that. Who gave them the permission to spy on others, make videos and movies about spying on us? As before, I thought only the army could do that, only CIA, FBI, and Interpol could do those type of things, look at other people's houses with red lights, with some judge permission or some law permission, but now everyone is doing it. Most organized crime men, like I said before, their misfortune in their faces and they're not being accepted by women in society, so they become extremely nice, making customer service almost impossible. You know, in order for you to satisfy public, you have to be almost their slave. Unless you are there is murdering slave, they will make sure that you lose your job, your house, your car, your wife, your children, and everything else. And if you are in the United States, it's even worse, because in the United States, you're not only fighting the law, you're not only fighting your neighbors, you're not only fighting thugs and crackheads that will try to get a buck from you. You're fighting the entire planet, because you are like uncovered out there. In Brazil, at least, even though our police is corrupted, we have a corrupted government, but at least we feel safe and warm around Brazilian government, because even though we don't have all the benefits of a car and easy cash flowing from our labors, we feel kind of like a child when we are like living under Brazilian roofs. In the United States, you never know who is attacking you. When I was in the United States, I remember I used to hear a lot of internet fraud, bank frauds, a lot of things, but I always kept my mouth shut, because one, I wasn't a real citizen, and it doesn't matter what American people does against me, which wasn't much, was always outsiders. I will always love them. In my heart, I still have the picture of a dream life in my head. It doesn't matter if they block me for the rest of my life. It's always gonna be there. I had a different perspective of America. All the other silly things, my vocabulary, my way of speaking, how I speak, my poor vocabulary, and so on. This is all just detail. It's all silliness that only nasty, satanic, gay, and all those evil women and organized crime men, they are the only ones criticizing me. And it doesn't matter, because when Satan and criminals and demons criticize me, it's just funny, because you are who you are. How can you even criticize me? I have a relationship with God daily. It doesn't matter my religion status. I know he responds. Do you have? I doubt it. Moving on, I could really open the verb to you and say what you up to and all the things that you are planning to do with the channels that you open about my mind, and you assuming my thoughts. But what comes to the end, it's just names, which you put Mark. That's the name, Mark. There's a lot of other names that you try to make out of a god. You're trying to make a god by the scam of Jerry Maguire. You travel with you travel through people with your body expression and facial expression that just mock me or mock others. You mock people's dick. You mock people's life status. You destroy anything that will protect us as lawyers, as judge, as police, so that people feel alone and helpless. Then what you do when you're a woman, you fuck a rich man so that you can live in his house and travel with his money. When you're a man, you mock people that are in the top so that you can be the first person on news, TV news, which is tough shit. Who gives a fuck for your fake news shit? If you were going to news and presenting to the public, look, I am a reporter, also still a student. I am reporting to you reality of real life on earth. But you're not. You're only talking about fake news. You create topics like coronavirus so that you can repeatedly talk about that every single day, all day long. You disregard people's health. You disregard old women and people that worked for you all their lives and they retire on your cheap salary. You pay and you organize your police to organize criminals in the street to steal from old women. You create fake companies to go around on ghettos and far off jungles and farms where women try to hide themselves from government. And then you send criminals there to try to get some money from their small credit cards, which is just barely pay for their medicine, which is medicine that you put people on it so that they will become your slaves. You put women on medication. You make women become obese. You destroyed women's health with bad food. You could have chosen organic food for everyone, or at least for the people that will help the world to stay a better place. But no, you're working on people's death. You're not working on people's health. You work on people's death. Your children are all gay, nasty, fake and phony. Most of your children, they have no idea what life is. I sometimes I want to fight them, but I choose not to because they're young. They have no idea what the world expect from them or what they expect from the world. They only say and yap the things that most of their parents suggest mentally to them to do against others. They're weapons against single people and small families. You have no fun. All you people are cynical and fake. You feel happy when someone is feeling hurt or feeling sad. You work on my crying every single day, 24/7. Most of your teenagers and grown men, you look very gay. You try to provoke me with the sticks. It's a subject that you have no idea what it is. You try to provoke me with organized crime. You have no idea what organized crime is. You try to use mafia. Your mafia is pathetic. Your Italian mafia is pathetic. I alone, myself, I could end up with the entire planet, the entire place of mafia and organized crime. Why don't I? Because you keep me alone and singles, because you know I have the potential to do that. Not blow the place like you retards create atomic bombs to destroy countries that do not have no submission towards you, but to teach you the world to do a better trade in with each other. With that said, like I said, I'm not going to be sitting here talking about names of United States people that helped to destroy my life, my past life. If it's not in the United States and any other place, I will survive. If you kill me in a way, so be it. There's a lot of people dying in jungles trying to live that places that they feel harassed all the time. Someday I might try. If you succeed killing me, you're actually gonna make me a favorite. I'm pretty tired. I don't think you will succeed because there's something about me that God protects so much. I don't know what it is, but I feel your threats. I feel your. I seriously, to tell you the truth, I only call you gay because you constantly threaten my bottom with the things that you believe, that you assume that you know. Your homosexuals, they are very funny, they're very fun. I like talk to them or even listen or watching their videos. Some of them are pretty nasty, some of them are very pornographic, and they're constantly talking about their bottoms. I don't think just because you're gay and you have this type of style of having sex, you should be exposing your privacy to everyone. That's not what's gonna make you get men. I believe so. I believe not. We all know about history of homosexuals, but it comes to me now that I think that you are trying to be something else. You're not just trying to become gay, get out of closet, maybe even get a surgery, become a woman. You're not just one of that. You want something else. You want to, I think you want the entire globe. You're trying to claim the entire globe and you're trying to claim other people's body. I've been in a difficult situation. Homosexuals help me. They always flirt and try to hook up with me, which is pathetic. But in the end, when they try to corner me in a situation that I will need a shelter or food, or then they threaten me to, or you either hook up with me or you're gonna end up a homeless. That's their argument, which is pathetic. But I still care for them. I still sometimes I think about them prostituting themselves on the cold streets and the dangers of crazy people that might even hurt them, which is stupid. You're not gonna homosexuality and LGBT is just like drugs. You can't if you just even if you're a million men, a 300 men, you're not gonna be able to end that. Not that I tried. We just have to, uh, as I see the world is it's a planet that we have to share with others. Women, I love women so much, but women are doing a lot of bad things. But women, they try to customize not only the planet, but they customize the system, the economy, human beings, and our environment, our privacy. And that's when I come in. When you start bugging me and you start bugging, destroying my chances to survive. I'm not even trying to exist anymore. I'm just trying to survive. When you threaten my survival tryouts, that's when I come in and then I put things on top of the table because I know your bullshit. I know where you're gonna be. I know where you at right now. I know what you study. I know what you practice. Whatever I read, you go and you copy me. You think I don't know? Um, your internet is pathetic. The only thing you do is to create a cyber scam against older people. They are kind of slow on the topic. They might know the entire plan, but they are slow on the topic of organized crime, cyber scams. All your banks are corrupted and are full of shit. You start this bank full of shit when we were in the United States. You place one fucking asshole on each real estate, and then before you marry them, you start uh, breaking small families' bank money flow. That's what you did. I could sit here and tell the world what you did, the entire thing of the United States. I remember as yesterday. Not to mention your pressure of homosexuality against others. It seems like you, because some of them came out, some of them become a woman and all that, you have to reach as many men and destroy their masculinity. I know that you're looking at somewhere. I have no idea where you're looking at. Probably you create a freak that is sitting somewhere in some throne claiming to be God, and then you do all those crimes and all those things, and then you look at it for agreement. I seen it when you watch a video of criminals beating a person, or a man before he murders someone, or women when they are stealing in stores and so on, traffic of drugs. Each person that does those crimes, they are looking at somewhere at the random. You have something or someone out there that you look for agreement, and then before you do things, you receive a response from this it or person that is out there somewhere, headed somewhere in some throne, watching and govern the entire planet and govern the people. Probably some freak that travels back and forth on mysteries, uh, born mysteries mansions that you only can be reached by helicopters. We don't know. We're just small a part of the world trying to coexist with the rest. You also, I can notice now that you corrupting Mr. Putin, Russia, which was the only power that we could use against your corruption. You're trying to corrupt each and every power so that people will be hopeless and helpless. Take care.